Welcome back to another episode of Shredding with Gheeyeh, Shredding with me. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to set up your Fender Strat. Show reel! Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to teach you how to do this and how to set it up and how to make the tremolo work like it should work. And of course, how to intonate the instrument, see the relief on the neck, and some other stuff, all right? So let's start with taking off the strings. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Lizard Spit product to clean the guitar. And here I'm gonna use these wipes from Lizard Spit as well to clean the frets. As you can see here, the frets, the nut is looking pretty good. So definitely I recommend this product to clean your frets before you change your strings and you set up your guitar, of course. So I'm gonna put a new set of strings on this guitar. I use 8s and 46 on top. You know whose signature guitar it is this, so nothing else to say here. So what I like to do, and by the way, what I'm teaching you here is my own experience, is how I set up my guitars. And I have very good, results doing it like this, setting up my Strats like this. So what I like to do is put the string on the back, and then before I put it in the tuning peg, I just leave the distance of 3 tuning pegs right there, and I cut the string there and I wind. Go there. In this case, this guitar is like this, that, and I Okay, so I already finished changing the strings. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to tune the guitar. So I'm going to tune this on E flat. So first I tune the 6th string, then the 1st, 5th, then the 2nd, then the 4th. So I give the first approach, then I put the guitar this way, because that's the natural position of the instrument, and retune it. I do it the other way first, so I can have like a fast sense, like put it faster, but then once I wanna, make it like real, I have to put it this way, because this is the way you play. When you play, in standing up, the guitar is like this, and gravity affects the tuning. Everything goes like, the neck, everything. So I do it this way afterwards. So I do the 6th first, and then the 1st, and then the 5th, and the 2nd, the 4th, and the 3rd. In that order, because that way I keep it balanced. Once that I have it like tuned, I stretch the strings. So to do that, I do this. For example, I can, press there, here, and then stretch them. Stretch the 6th, for example. We're doing the 6th string. So you do it like that. go back. And tune it back and do it again. So I can have you see, when I do this, the tuning goes up. So I stretch again. And you start to see that it's more stable. Then, same thing here. And I like it this way because I bend a lot. Some other players, they do the opposite. They work the tremolo bar and they get each strings balanced with the tremolo bar. So then after when they, for example, they do a solo or some bending stuff, then after that they have to, without touching the tuning pegs, you gotta put down the tremolo bar to get the guitar back on pitch. So, but I like to do it this way because you can get the same effect, but the guitar is stable when you use your bend. All right, so for example, I'm noticing here on the second fret that I have some buzz. So what happens is when you look at the neck this way, there's three options here. A flat neck, a convex neck, where you have like this part of the neck higher than this. So when you press here, the string buzz with the frets in the middle. And then when you have a concave neck, that it's when you play here is the action is too high, and then you have buzz noise here on the extremes of the neck. And I have my ruler here to see if the actual neck it's that way or not. So I can watch it right there. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit. So I need to tight the here. So what I need to do is tight the truss rope like this. And it looks like it's better now. Still buzzing. Another way to do that, you press the first fret, and then where you have the joint here with the body, right there in 17, and you look at the light, you should have a little gap here on 7th or 8th fret. Yeah, I can see that I have a gap there. The other thing I need to do is adjust the height of the string here too. I use a pick because I like 1.5 millimeter. That's what I like. See, it's too low. What I do, and I have this tool to set up the radius. This is 9.5 radius neck. You know. So first, I'm gonna set up the height. So you move this. You move the saddle. Saddle, taste, so that way you can set up the height. And this is very useful. It's a technique that I developed over the years. Sometimes you're about to play a gig or something and you feel the guitar it's kind of funny, so you put your guitar pick there and measure the action. Just needs a little bit more. now you can see that when I put the guitar pick right there, the string doesn't even move. So now what I gotta do is put my radius tool right there and then try to match it up. For example, here I see that I have need to lower that one a little bit. So that way I can set up the radius of the bridge with the neck. You see? That's perfect. All right, we got that there. Let's see here. Yeah, perfect. Now I'm gonna check my intonation. To do so, I use my Phillips screwdriver. So you go and put it, tune it back. Right, so I do this open E string on the first one, back to pitch, and then I press 12. So that's good. Second one. All right, third. So I need to move the saddle so I have the same, the same, compensate the distance. So I will, so you gotta tighten up a little bit more. Right. Perfect. And now to set up the tremolo so you can use it, I do this interval. For example, my first string has to go like this, from E to F. You see? And then my second one, to the second one is B to B to C. See there? So I gotta. I gotta loosen it up a little bit more in the bottom, right in the bottom, but not too much, so you don't. You see, that's what that can happen too. It's too loose, so the spring will go off the guitar. So you gotta be careful with that. Too loose. Tighten up a little bit more. Maybe on the top. Hey. And then G to A. In this case will be G sharp. You see? you see, again, the tremolo works perfectly. So now you can see it's perfectly in tune. So you see, there's no buzzing. The guitar is in tune, and of course you can't be like that aggressive. You know, you can be aggressive once the guitar is being, you know, played for a while, but now it's perfectly, you know, user friendly. You see? The other thing that you can do to improve that, it's to put a little bit of oil on the saddles, just a little bit, here in the nut and here in the tree as well. If you do that, guitar is going to be better, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. See you in another episode of Shredding with Gheeyeh, Shredding with me. Leave your comments down below. And before I leave, I want to leave you the tools that I use on this video. I use a screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, a plier to cut the strings. This tool over here to see the radius of my neck and replicate that on the bridge. A set of Allen wrenches, a tuner, of course, and a string winder, that's a spit to clean the guitar, and this one, this beautiful set of wipes. This says fret polishing system, so you can get it online. Litzer spit, fret polishing, and it's amazing. You can see the results here. I actually applied it on the nut. Look, it shines. Look at that. And you saw me there, it didn't take that much time. So, there you have it. Thank you very much. See you in another episode of Shredding with Gheeyeh, Shredding with me. Sure you!